So there's a video out there of the top 5 most terrifying moments captured on camera in combat, and I thought I would share this video with you guys so we could react to it and see how it is for the boots on ground folks serving out there in Iraq and Afghanistan and see some of these insane things that they have encountered. So without further ado, let's start playing this video and see if we can react to it.
West here.
There's a tree. He's just next to the tree.
Are you marking the target?
Yeah, I'm marking it right now.
Motherfucker's dead if he ain't yet.
Marking with red smoke.
Hey, Ashline, keep eyes this way too. Watch this.
Ooh. Did you hear that? So that pew sound overhead is the sound that a bullet makes when it comes really close. So let's watch this one a little bit. Let's go back a little bit. So here, this looks like Afghanistan. I'm going to have to go with this is definitely Afghanistan. And these guys are hiding behind this little mud wall, which is very common to take cover behind. And one guy here has got an M4 while the other guy has what looks like a 240. I believe that's a 240, and which is a machine gun. So they're probably shooting and taking fire from that tree line that you see in the background there. So this is a very common situation. Very, very common downrange, especially in Afghanistan. Troops will be moving through villages, down roads, a lot of times next to these mud walls when they'll start taking fire from tree lines. I've been myself in exactly this situation. Actually, the first time I ever got shot at was in basically an identical situation. We were next to a mud wall. We had just bipped or blown in place an IED that we had found on while we were driving out. A villager had warned us about it, and so thank God we didn't hit it. Bipped it, and as soon as we bipped it, we got ambushed, and we started getting shot at. We heard gunfire off in the distance. That looks like, 300 to 500 meters away. And then rounds started pew, pew over our heads, and we knew for sure at that moment we were definitely getting shot at. So these guys have been getting shot at for who knows how long. They're taking fire from that tree line. They're probably laying down machine gun fire into the tree line, and they're kind of sitting there. It looks like they're about to mark smoke, probably for some kind of airstrike that they're getting ready to do or mortar rounds that they're about to send down range. And at that moment, we hear that bullet zip overhead, and when it cracks over your head like that, you don't forget that sound. So let's watch this one back one more time.
Marking with red smoke.
Hey, Ashline, keep eyes this way too. Watch this.
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
So you hear some guys have a little reaction to that, because you know that that's close. What's crazy is by the time you hear it, the bullet's long gone. So what is it's weird the way you react when you get shot at. It's very kind of uneventful, to be totally honest. If you're getting shot at and you're not in what seems to be like imminent danger, like bullets splashing around you, it's kind of like, okay, that just happened. Not a huge deal, but we're definitely getting shot at. It's a very interesting feeling, to be honest.
What's up?
Let's go put some fire down.
Yeah, that's dude. Fuck is popping. You got cover out there?
Ooh.
Get back.
Hey, we got a sniper. Dude, you got shot.
Oh, I did get shot.
I saw it hit your Kevlar.
I got fucking. What the
Fuck, man. Am I good? My ears are fucking.
Oh my god.
Lucky son of a.
So he just got shot in the head, in the helmet specifically. So when they say Kevlar, they mean the helmet. So he got shot in the helmet, took a round. It looks like I can't really see where it hit, but he still got his nods mount on. So it didn't knock off his nods mount, but it did hit him in the head. And you guys might be surprised at how often people get shot in the helmet. Like, for example, we just had Tom Tran on our show, the comedian, soldier, shot in the head, not in the helmet, but in the head on his first mission outside the wire in Iraq. And here we've got this, I believe these guys are Marines who just took around to the helmet out here in, this looks like Afghanistan also. Let's see if we can see that moment where he gets hit again. Oh, you can see it. I think you can see it happen right here. You saw his head bounce back, and he takes that round.
Get back.
Hey, we got a sniper. Dude, you got shot.
I did get shot.
I saw it hit your Kevlar.
I got fucking. What the
Fuck, man. Am I good? My ears are fucking.
Oh my god.
Lucky son of a bitch. Look at that.
Or unlucky.
You alright?
Could have just gotten not shot altogether.
My ears are ringing.
Break, break, break. My teammate just got shot in the helmet.
He's good.
He's good, but we believe there's a sniper.
Yeah, that's crazy. So he took one in the helmet. I'll tell you another story too, real quick, from Afghanistan. One of our Air Force guys in Afghanistan actually also got shot in the helmet. I wasn't there on this mission, but a round came in through a mud wall that he was taking cover behind and hit him in the helmet and left this big chunk carved out of his helmet right where the round passed. And he didn't know until later when somebody was like, "Did you take one in the head?" And he was like, "No." They go, "Looks like it. Did you have that before?" And he was like, "No." So he had actually been shot in the head through a wall on an op that the guys had gone on. And it just seems like, from my experience, I've seen a lot of people take rounds to the helmet or to the body armor or something, and and then they're effectively okay or walking wounded, TBI maybe, or they get away with one there and they're just totally okay.
Go,
I got you. Go.
Hey, sucker, get the fuck in here, man. I already took. Man, I got fucking. They're on our ass, man. They're fucking on us.
Alright, kid. Look at this shit, man. Fucking shot me right in the fucking head. Fuck. Yeah, look at his fucking ACH, man. It hit him right in the fucking forehead, dude.
So this looks like Afghanistan again because they have their ISAF patches. So the International Security Assistance Force, I believe, is what that stands for. And I've only seen that in Afghanistan, so I'm pretty sure that's where they are. This looks like two hastily set up little sandbag bunkers that they've created out there, and they're all kind of consolidating into one for whatever reason because they look pretty full. And one of these guys is taken around to the head, and you see he said he had taken a hit to the AC, hit him right in the ACH. That's the Army Combat Helmet. I'm pretty sure it stands for Army Combat Helmet. And so they had just taken around, and now they're consolidating into this one little hasty sandbag bunker that they've built for whatever reason that they're consolidating in there.
It's bleeding a lot because your face is vascular, but
It fucking hurts, man.
I love the doctor talk versus the soldier talk. He's like, "Don't worry, man. You're okay. It's just bleeding a lot because your face is very vascular." He goes, "Well, it fucking hurts." That's pretty good. Pretty good combo of conversation there. But again, that's another guy taken around to the helmet, and this one looked like it actually jacked his head up pretty good.
There we go.
Okay, whoa. So I love that. That brings back a lot of good memories. Weapon away, 30 seconds. So what that is, if you don't know what that means, these guys are talking on the radio to an aircraft overhead, okay? So there's an aircraft overhead, probably in the stack, an aircraft in the stack overhead, and that aircraft has now dropped a bomb. They've released a bomb or a missile or something, some kind of ordnance, and they've estimated that weapon's going to hit the target in 30 seconds, and that's the best feeling in the world. When you're on the ground and you hear weapon away, 30 seconds, time in flight, 30 seconds, time to target, 30 seconds, something like that, weapon away, oh, it's the best feeling in the world. It's like, yes, here we go. It's about to get good. And now what you do, what these guys are going to be doing, observing for splash, observing for where that weapon hits. Because they've already talked in on a target. They've decided where they want that weapon to hit. And now they have to see where it hits to see if it hits in the right spot. And then if it does, they can be like, nailed it. Just keep going. Fire for effect.
Copy, weapons away. There, you getting down, Brad? Roger, got him on Brad. All right, good.
There it is.
yeah.
Oh.
What?
So it looks like that did not hit in the right place. That looks like it almost landed on them. So I think what happened here is that weapon landed closer. It did not hit the intended target, I don't think. I don't know if this was a danger close mission. It looks like it probably wasn't. And that weapon hit probably 100 meters from where they were sitting, it looks like. or less. Ooh, that's a scary feeling right there. Not good.
Holy.
Roger, where did it hit? I don't know, dude. It landed on us. You know, there's this. I don't know how much of this I want to say on the program here, but there's a lot of safety backup, redundant programs that go into place to prevent yourself from getting bombs dropped on you. And sometimes they don't work. Sometimes you still get dropped on. Now, here's how that could happen. Okay, here's one way that can happen. A lot of times, you don't know exactly the MGRS, the grid, the lat long of exactly where you want the bomb to hit. So you describe it to the pilot. You go, I'm looking at a draw, and up that, you know, from that draw, we've got a ridge, and that ridge has, you know, a hut on it, and that little shack is, you know, red. Do you see that red shack? And the pilot goes, yeah, red shack. And then just to the north of that, there's like a giant rock. And you go, yeah, we're looking at the same thing. Just an example. And you're like, okay, cool. Blow that up. And they're like, got it. But you don't really ever know 100% that you're talking about the same thing. So you could miscommunicate enemy location. You could miscommunicate your own location, right? If you miscommunicate your own location, it could get confusing to the pilot of what the target is or how close you are to the CDE range or the collateral damage of that bomb that they're dropping, that weapon system that they're employing. So there's all these different things that can go wrong. And that's why it's somebody's very specific job to talk to aircraft. And that's why if you get on a radio with an aircraft and you're not trained, the first thing you do is you get on the aircraft, you get on the radio and you say, hey, I'm on the ground. I am not trained. That's not what you say, but effectively you say, I am not trained to talk to you. So that the pilot knows that you are not a trained communicator with an aircraft to drop bombs. Because that's one way that this stuff can happen. Another way is just an errant bomb, a bad calculation by the pilot, a misdrop, bad splash, something like that.
God damn.
Not good either way. Fratricide, not good. Oh, that looks really close.
Holy shit, bro.
Oh my.
That was really close. Oh.
What?
Oh shit. Whoa, so that was another angle from the ground. So those guys are right there on the those guys must be right there on the center of your screen. So they must have, here's what I'm just guessing here, that those guys must have walked from this fob up to that top of that mountain there as an outlook point, because it looks like they have like a little outpost built up there to call in fires so that they have a better line of sight at a lot of different areas in the surrounding terrain. And then the pilot dropped right on them. Holy crap. They are lucky to walk away from that. Holy smokes. That's how you get a TBI right there, is being that close to a bomb like that.
That was the bird that dropped that.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. Oh, I've seen this one before. Hey, this one is not fun to watch. Just a heads up to you guys, this one is rough. All right, so if you have never seen this clip before, viewer be warned, this one is tough to watch. I think we're seeing rounds splash at his feet. I think that's what we're seeing. So we're seeing rounds splash at his feet. So he's taking direct fire. He's totally exposed on the side of this ridge, and he's taking rounds splashing right around him. This has got my heart racing right here watching this. I've seen this before, and watching this has my heart racing because I'm thinking about what it must be like to be him right now, taking rounds, splashing all around him. He's got no cover. He's probably completely physically exhausted because walking on that terrain in Afghanistan, completely exhausting to try to move on that, carrying your kit, carrying your weapon, and he's getting rounds hitting all around him. I can't tell if he's already been hit. He did kind of yell at one point like, ah. So I don't know if he got hit at some point, but this is terrifying situation to be in. Damn, that looked like it might have hit him right in the gun. That looked like it might have hit his gun, or that might have been splash up from the ground all around him.
Shit! I'm hit! I'm hit!
So he's been hit at this point. He's yelling, he's hit, he's hit. He's trying to take cover behind these little rocks. You might call that micro terrain. Like any little, unlevel point in the ground or anything that disturbs the flatness that you can put yourself behind, you would call micro terrain. These could be just little rolling, rolling terrain in the ground, tall grass, something like that, little rocks on the ground, micro terrain. So he would try to make himself as small as he possibly can and put all of his vital body parts, head, and torso behind this rock, but he takes a round right there and drops his weapon. This is hard to watch.
I'm hit! I'm hit! Ah! Fuck! No!
So he's just taking rounds now, and there's little he can do. He's hit. There's rounds. They're dialed in on him, and he just is kind of waiting. He's just kind of waiting to get hit. This is one of the scariest circumstances I could ever imagine being in right here.
Help me! I'm hit! I'm hit! I'm hit! I'm hit! I'm hit! I'm hit! I'm hit!
I just realized I'm squeezing my desk over here. Like my hand is on my desk, just squeezing my desk watching this because I don't know if it's I'm like elevated right now. My adrenaline is peaked or what it is watching this, but I was like just squeezing my desk watching this. That's how intense I feel it is to watch, this guy in this situation.
I'm hit!
All right, so the video ends there. I don't know what happened to him, but I'm optimistic that he made it out of that alive because this GoPro footage ended up online. So I guess based on that, we could make a guess that he made it out of that alive. I'm curious what you guys thought about it. I'd love to hear about it in the comments, what you thought about it, and thanks for watching that with me. What's up, guys? Thanks for watching that clip from our live show. We're live right here on YouTube, Sunday through Thursday, 1800 Pacific Standard Time. If you want, come on by, join the chat. I'd love to hear from you. If you like that video and you want to see more, consider checking out this video right here or subscribing to the channel with this button right here. I look forward to talking to you really soon. I'm out for now.